It's so great to talk to you at this late hour. It brings me back to when we were on the road, traveling, taking in the moonlight and the dark of that desert. You are so beautiful in that light. I can put myself right back there. I have these feelings and images through time, in stories, pictures, film, Oculus virtual reality headsets, full body suit sensation experience. LSD never produced predictable results, but all this is making time, distance, and matter very confused in my mind. Time, distance, matter. Time, distance, matter. Time, distance, matter. Since my youth, I've been trying to obtain the burden of time on my person, to know where I stand in relation to my grip of the elusive change measured by desire. It started with a simple wind-up. Turn the spring as tight as it can go and see how it winds down as the stress turns into broken dysfunction. The solution to this failure was always to wind the spring tightly again with the same result until the time no longer functioned at all. I would endlessly call 844-1212 to get time in a voice I could hear. But then came the quartz watch with the button cell battery frozen in time by Polaroid, or Kodak Instamatic over coffee and sickly amounts of sugar and high fructose corn syrup treats to further your performance to a new level of addiction. The young folk escape time with a joint or a beer and endless movie theater fantasies. As the beast of time pulls life's cart through God's matter, a blink of an eye results in my change of perspective in the infinite field of that which I cannot see and that which I have not reached yet, which is already there. In a place which is not a place at all, but a perspective obtained, brought to you in small containment by the sponsors of Now who formulate opinion, we feel the death of perspective in the function we call living. In a serious load of drugs, I am getting the stuff of mindless addiction that explodes my carriage into a time of war versus God's matter at the end of this paragraph. And my preoccupation with time continues, with too many features, demanding a phone computer satellite connection not agreeing with the old times, overburden, crack, battery failure, destruction of function. The new morphs from thin air as my timepiece is now the internet of timelessness, bringing us back to moments of the time of our youth and erasing the distance we once kept with the simple stress of the now in its wind-up and its anxiety of release. After a life of grabbing at invisible shadows, the timepiece is no longer relevant as desire, burden, or false god. It is just an artifact that I mistakenly used to measure my position in life. I know it's late. I too need to experience some missing time and sleep to fuel this real-life version of reality. Good night.